watching, you're watching, you're watching. You're watching, you're watching, you're watching. You're watching, you're watching, you're watching. You're watching.
Hi, we are Dirty Shirt and now you're watching Loud TV. Rock on!
Bună ziua, Dirty Shirts!
Bună ziua! Bună ziua, toată ziua! Hi!
So you have a new album out in April, right, guys?
Yes.
Let us know about your recording process. Did you record in Romania?
Yes, in Romania, a little bit in France because I live in France, a little bit there and here, but yes, it's an album that it was different than the previous one because of the pandemics. So usually you go in studio, you stay a lot of time, you make a new album. This time we made the records at home. Everyone learned to record his instrument or voice at home. When it was possible, we made some studio sessions and a lot of singles in time, so it was quite different.
Is it simple when you are working in different countries?
We are used to because Mihai moved from Romania at the beginning of the 2000, and after the internet started to grow, we could communicate much better. So even if it was a big distance between us, we used to be together all the time.
Finally, this is a funny fact, the fact that as we got used to work online, everyone at home, it was quite an advantage to do things in the pandemic
We moved
time.
faster.
Yeah.
So there are of course, a lot of influences. Mainly Loic liked the hip-hop.
The main influence is, I don't know. The main sound of the band is new metal with hardcore, with electro, with modern metal. This is the main sound.
A lot of metals.
And with this basis, we added a lot of influences, including a lot of traditional music from East Europe, but also world music, tribal music, reggae, hip-hop, etc. There is no barrier for us. If we enjoy doing a thing, if you like a thing, we don't censor ourselves, on va pas se censurer, just because it's not metal, you know what I mean?
So do you consider yourself as a crossover band?
100% crossover band, yeah.
And on stage it's very energetic, you know, with the girls that are singing but also dancing, like maybe traditional or so. Yeah, you like to party together
all the time.
Yeah. We are doing this also because we like to party, and being on tour with Dirty Shirt is a lot of partying on stage and outside the stage.
What are the feedback? What's the feedback with the latest album?
The feedback are very good. I was surprised that we had so many good reviews of the album.
Why? Surprised?
Because we have some issues sometimes.
Artistically,
yes, of course. And Mihai, he can convince us about these ideas, but there are some issues together still. But when you see the results, your cum zice la încredere?
Confiance.
Your confidence, your trust grows.
I wasn't surprised, honestly. It's true that there was a pressure on us after the previous album, Lethargy, because it worked really well. It was, without false modesty, I think it's a very good album. So there was a pressure, especially with COVID time, with the album that it was made differently with a lot of constraints. But when I had the final result of the final mix, I said, okay, it's at the same level that the previous one, so we should have the same good reviews, and it's the same. It's really good.
Do you feel it's your band is bigger and bigger?
Yes.
Yeah. The band started 25 years ago in the, in the post-communist Romania. There was nothing there. We have a break of several years when I came in France, because at that time it was impossible to work together. And slowly we tried to get back the band. We changed completely the style. But in 2010, when we decided that we tried to do something not professional but very, very good, the band is growing year by year. It's really good, and I think it's an organic growth, and this is really important because it's not fake. Even in pandemics, okay, we couldn't have shows, but we made web shows, we made a lot of things online. We were always in contact with the public, always with activity, and even in pandemics we grew. This is cool.
And that's another thing. First, we are friends, good friends, and just after we are colleagues.
Yes.
What about this Hellfest show? How was it?
Hellfest.
Huge.
Huge, yeah. Huge. It was the biggest crowd we ever had. We played at Wacken twice. We played at Poland Rock, but it was a pandemic version, not a big Poland Rock. And we had almost that, but this time I think it's the first time we made more than 10,000 people, and the ambience, it was crazy, and it was. I'm really happy for my colleagues that we had technical problems at the beginning of the show. We were too many, and the time it was too short, and there were some technical things that didn't work properly. So the first 3-4 songs we didn't have monitors on stage. It was really crazy, and I was scared. I said, okay, we are dreaming about this show for 1 year already, and it could be a fiasco. And finally, it was great. All the musicians were really professional, and the sound, it was perfect. And after that, the audience, it was crazy. It was really, really
their
good.
response was great.
What about, you're not so far from a band that I like too very much. They played last week, Contrast.
Yeah, big fan. I'm a big fan.
They played here?
Yeah, last
week.
Contrast?
Yeah.
They're on the main stage.
After 5 years or 6 years of break.
Cool,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I love this band. I learned about this band after I read reviews of the show. It's really like Contrast. Okay, let's listen. Oh yeah, it's really like us. I just saw that they changed the singer, the drummer. I don't know how is the new version of the band, but
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll search.
What about metal in Romania?
Coming metal.
It's okay. It's good, the metal in Romania. There are a lot of bands. They are professionals. They do their job very good.
I think that you have to compare. In the 90s, there was nothing.
Nothing.
When we started, the first guitar pedal of my guitarist was after a Russian model made by his father, so not even a little pedal, so it was nothing. And 30s now later, it's a really emerging scene with a lot of great bands. We have now nice venues, we have agencies, so yeah, it's okay now.
What's up for the next month? You're going to tour in Europe, and I'm living near Paris, so you're welcome, guys.
So this summer we are catching up 2 years of pandemic, so it will be the most busy summer of Dirty Shot ever. Friday we played at Hellfest. Yesterday night we played at Les Bichoiseries, another festival in France. We came here today. Tomorrow we go to Lyon. Then we take the plane for Bucharest. Then we play with Gogol Bordel in Romance Arena in Bucharest. We come back next weekend to play at Planer Fest in France. We have a weekend to take a break. Then Germany festival, then Romania, Slovakia, maybe Poland. And Paris. We hope to come.
Every week is busy this summer.
Yes, almost every week. And for Paris, we hope to come back in December. We are working for a small tour in France because after all this, comme il est chaud, quand il est chaud, il faut jouer quand il est chaud.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.